Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Today in 1536, William Tyndale was dragged from his cell where he'd been incarcerated for 16 months on the continent and was burnt at the stake. Although this happened abroad, it was probably at the instigation of Henry VIII. And William Tyndale's crime was that he had translated the Bible into English. And Henry saw this as a really subversive act. Not subversive to him as king. William Tyndale said that there were kings in the Bible and therefore kings should be obeyed. But because there were other things about the religious structure of the time, the papal institutions, that were challenged by Tyndale. In his translation, for example, where the Catholic Vulgate version translated the word into church, the same word was translated by Tyndale, congregation. And instead of priest, we had elder. And so William Tyndale was democratizing the church. He was effectively saying that there isn't a hierarchy, we're all equal. And this was subversive in the religious sphere, but it was also subversive in the political sphere, because if everyone was equal, where did the king's authority ultimately lie? Democracy was a far cry from those days, but this was the beginning of it. William Tyndale is celebrated today, not enough I think, as the person who, in translating the Bible into English, laid the foundations for what has become the King James Version of the Bible. When those 50 scholars got together under the authority of King James to translate the Hebrew and Greek scriptures into English, 93% of what they came up with was straight out of William Tyndale's translation. And so he has had an enormous impact upon both the religious and the literary life of this country. And so today I want to celebrate a number of things: the courage of those who stood out for radical change, even at the cost of such a horrible death, the wonders of the English Bible and the fact that we're able to read it for ourselves and make our own judgments about it, not having to accept the interpretation of an outside source, and also the contribution that Tyndale made to our English language. There are some wonderful phrases that we use every day that come out of the translation. Let me just list a few: apple of my eye, sign of the times, lamb to the slaughter, fly in the ointment, multitude of sins, labour of love, put words into your mouth, bite the dust, skin of your teeth. All these phrases came originally from William Tyndale's translation of the Bible, and they've made an enormous contribution to the richness of the language that we use every day. And so today I want to be grateful for so many things about William Tyndale.